Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're taking you on a journey into the world of cryptocurrency, specifically staking. Now, we've all heard about earning interest on our savings accounts, right?
Right.
Well, imagine doing that, but with your digital coins, that's staking in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But of course, as always, we're going way deeper than that today. We're going to break down how it works, the potential rewards,
Okay.
the risks, and even how staking might be shaking up the future of finance itself.
Sounds good.
And all of this is based on the research you gave me, of course. So, to kick things off, let's get a clear definition. What exactly is staking?
So staking is essentially locking up your cryptocurrency to support a blockchain network. And in return, you earn rewards.
Okay,
It's a bit like earning interest on a savings account, but it's a little bit more complex than that.
I see. It's not just free money then.
Definitely not. It's actually about actively participating in the security and governance of a blockchain network.
Okay, so tell me a little more about that. How does it actually, work? I know it's different from Bitcoin's mining, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So instead of mining, which uses a lot of energy, staking uses something called proof of stake, or POS for short. It's a consensus mechanism, so basically a way for the network to agree on which transactions are valid and add new blocks to the blockchain.
Okay.
And the cool thing is, instead of relying on miners with powerful computers, proof of stake relies on validators.
Validators.
And these validators are chosen based on how much cryptocurrency they stake or lock up. So the more you stake, the higher your chances of being selected to validate those transactions.
So instead of competing with processing power, it's about how much crypto you're willing to put up.
Exactly. And in return for validating transactions and keeping the network secure, you
Okay.
get rewarded.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious, what are some of the most, popular platforms where people are staking right now?
Well, some of the biggest ones are Ethereum 2.0, Polkadot, and Cardano.
I've definitely heard of those. Why are those, the top ones?
Well, for one, they have established communities and technology, but each platform has its own unique staking mechanism.
Okay.
For example, Cardano uses the system called Ouroboros. It's super energy efficient and known for being very secure.
Oh, interesting.
While Polkadot uses what's called nominated proof of stake, which basically makes sure validators are more evenly distributed.
Oh, cool. So with all this talk about validators, it makes me wonder, how do you even become one? Is it like some super techie thing?
It depends on the cryptocurrency. Sometimes it involves running specialized software and a decent amount of technical know-how,
Oh,
but that's where staking pools come in. They can be a lot simpler, especially for beginners.
staking pools. Okay, that sounds more my style. Tell me more about those.
Sure, staking pools are basically like teaming up with other stakeholders. So instead of going solo,
Yeah.
you contribute your coins to a larger pool. This increases your chances of being chosen to validate transactions. And then all the rewards are split among everyone in the pool proportionally to how much they contributed.
So it's kind of like a team effort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone benefits from that combined staking power.
I like that. So staking pools sound like a great way to get started without needing to be, a computer whiz.
Yeah, they're a good option.
But even with pools, I'm guessing there are some downsides to consider, right? Like, it can't all be sunshine and rainbows.
You're absolutely right. Every investment has some risks, and staking is no exception.
Of course.
One thing to watch out for is lockup periods.
Lockup periods, what are those?
So some platforms require you to lock up your staked coins for a certain amount of time. This can be anywhere from a few weeks to months.
Oh, wow.
And during that time, you can't access or trade those coins,
So it's like they're frozen.
pretty much. And that's important because it affects your liquidity and flexibility.
Right. I guess if you suddenly need to access your funds, you could be out of luck.
Exactly. So it's really crucial to choose a platform and a staking duration that works for you.
Gotcha. So patience is a virtue with staking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so lockup periods, got it.
Yeah.
But what about the security risks? I've heard some, scary stories about people losing their staked crypto.
There are always risks with anything crypto related, and staking is no different.
Yeah.
Now, network attacks or failures are rare, but they could happen, and that could potentially lead to the loss of your staked assets.
Right.
And then there's something called slashing, too.
Slashing. Oh, that sounds ominous.
It's a mechanism that penalizes validators for bad behavior, like going offline or validating dodgy transactions.
Oh, right. Like to keep things honest.
Exactly. It helps to maintain the integrity of the whole network.
Okay.
But if you're in a staking pool and one of the validators messes up, you could lose some of your staked coins.
Oh, so it's a shared risk kind of thing.
Yeah, basically.
So security is obviously a big deal. How can someone, if they're thinking about staking, assess the security of a platform before they jump in?
That's a great question. It's all about doing your research. Look for platforms that have been around for a while, have a good track record, and, strong security measures in place.
Okay.
Transparency is key too. Read reviews and look for any red flags before you trust a platform with your crypto.
Solid advice. So, let's say I do my research, pick a secure platform, join a pool, and I'm ready to stake.
Yeah.
What determines how much I actually earn? Is there like a formula or something?
There isn't a magic formula, unfortunately.
All right.
The rewards typically depend on a few factors, like how well the platform is doing, the overall health of the network, and of course, how much you stake.
Right.
Generally, a healthy and active network with high demand for transaction validation will offer better rewards.
Okay.
But keep in mind, it's all dynamic, so rewards can fluctuate.
So staking is a little more involved than just passively earning interest, huh?
It definitely is. It takes research, understanding the risks, and choosing the right platform and strategy for you.
Okay, I'm getting that. So we've covered a lot about like the mechanics of staking, how it works, all that.
Yeah.
But in your outline, you also mentioned this idea of staking potentially impacting traditional finance. That really piqued my interest. What did you mean by that?
Well, staking is a big part of this whole decentralized finance movement. It has the potential to really disrupt traditional financial models.
How so?
Well, think about it. With staking, you can earn passive income without relying on a bank or any other financial institution.
Right.
It opens up new possibilities for financial inclusion, especially for people who don't have access to traditional banking.
Hmm.
And it empowers people to take control of their assets, too.
So it's like cutting out the middleman.
Exactly. And on top of that, staking plays a crucial role in these DeFi lending and borrowing platforms.
Oh, right.
So you can use your staked coins as collateral to borrow crypto assets.
Wow.
It basically creates this whole more accessible and transparent financial ecosystem where people can deal directly with each other.
That's pretty cool. It sounds like staking is just one part of this bigger picture that's changing how we think about money and finance.
Exactly.
Wow, today has been a whirlwind of information. We've learned so much about staking, from its role in proof-of-stake networks to how it works, how to get involved.
Yeah.
We've talked about the rewards, the risks, and even how it might be shaping the future of finance.
It's a fascinating space.
It really is. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you all with a question to ponder. Does the transparency and accessibility of staking, especially in these DeFi platforms, challenge the traditional power structures of finance? And if so, what does that mean for the future of money? Something to think about as you continue exploring the world of crypto. Until next time, everyone.